let's be real for a second. Being a therapist and staying organized as a therapist is hard. Like, nobody realistically talks about how much stuff that we have to juggle. When people think of therapists who work in early intervention, you know, it's just seemingly like, oh my gosh, you guys have so much fun. You go and you get to go to people's homes and daycares and to the parks and you play with kids and that's it. And it's like, no, there is so much more behind the scenes that we deal with that it takes a special one of us, you know, to really do well and succeed in our role. Behind the scenes, we are dealing with paperwork, documentation, we are dealing with driving between visits, cancellations, scheduling and rescheduling, meetings, writing reports. We are dealing with also figuring out how to take care of ourselves so we're not burnt out. And then at the end of the day, we still have to go home to our own families. And if you have children, you have to go home to your own children at the end of the day. And then the organization chaotic mess begins all over again. So it's a lot. And honestly, if you have been feeling like super overwhelmed with your role and super overwhelmed while working in early intervention, you're not alone. There was a point where I myself personally felt like I was barely keeping my head above water. Like, my car was my office, which today it still is my office if I'm being real with you. It served as my planner, it served as my lunchroom, it served as my venting station, it served as my prayer room. Like, let's be real, my car is my everything because everything goes down in my car in between those visits on a daily basis. And the hard part about being an early intervention therapist is that you know you're a good therapist. You know deep down inside you do good work and you really care about these children and you really care about these families. But some days, to be honest, you probably just show up so scatterbrained that you feel like you're not showing up as your best self because you have a million things going on in your brain. If you've ever experienced something as a therapist where you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot that, you're not alone. I remember one time just sharing a personal story of mine where I completely blanked on a meeting that I was supposed to attend. I think I had obviously it was in my email that the coordinator sent me an email about it. And I think I was just dealing with so much at the time that I completely blanked on it. And it wasn't until after the meeting was completely over that I was like, oh, I was supposed to be at a meeting today and I completely forgot about it. And I sincerely apologize to the family and to the coordinator who, you know, they were very like understanding and they didn't make a huge deal out of it like I made a huge deal out of it. But still, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot let that happen again. And let's not talk about the days where it just seems like everybody and their mama is calling you and texting you and emailing you and trying to schedule something with you. And you're just like, oh my gosh, I need to turn off my phone, turn off my computer and like run away because I cannot take one more text, one more call, one more email, one more nothing. And so if you've been feeling like you want to scream sometimes as an early intervention therapist, like I said, you're not alone. So I say all that to say this. If you do not have good time management and good organization skills as a therapist, yes, you can have amazing clinical skills, but your time management and your organization is what's going to keep you from burning out, and it's what's going to keep you from wanting to exit stage left, okay? Organization for us is really not about perfection. For us as therapists, organization is more so about survival. We have to be organized to survive and wear the many hats and the many roles that we have as early intervention providers. So allow me to share with you one thing that's really helped me to kind of wrap it all together in a pretty little bow. I created last year, if you've been following me for a while, you already know about this, but I created a 2025 early intervention planner because I personally myself needed something to help me just track everything that was going on my day-to-day workload. And I created it for me, but then I thought about like, wait, there's so many other early intervention therapists who could probably benefit from this as well. And so that's when I produced it for all of you guys who work in early intervention. With this planner, you know, I really just needed something like super simple but super effective with helping me to keep track of my client appointments and my reports and when meetings are due, my professional development, and also keeping track of some of those personal things like my gratitude for the day and for the week and my self-care for the week, because we need to balance out that personal as well as that professional side of ourselves on a daily and a weekly basis, unless you want to just crash and burn out. So just having like a physical planner was such a game changer for me, because it just helped me to see my week at a glance, and it just helped me to organize and plan things so much more effectively than just having things written down in a bunch of different spaces. So if you are watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, that sounds just like me, like I'm overwhelmed and I have so many things to juggle and I just need something super, super simple to help me be a little bit more organized, then I highly recommend that you join my waitlist for the 2026 Early Intervention Planner, which I may say myself, it's gonna be a little bit better, a little bit better than the 2025 version. So I highly recommend that you hop on board and join the waitlist for the 2026 Early Intervention Planner, so that you will be the first to have a sneak peek of when the new edition is available. You'll be able to see everything it consists of, and you'll have first dibs on it because it's gonna sell pretty fast. So I highly recommend you jump on that really fast. You're doing amazing work. Even if every day you don't feel 100%, or even if you are having some challenges here and there with organization and your time management, remember you're doing an awesome job. All you need though is a system to really just help you improve with that extra component, so that your time management and organization skills is matching your clinical skills. Remember to subscribe and share this video with another early intervention therapist who needs to hear that they're not alone in this battle sometimes that we all face as therapists. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to join the waitlist. Until next time, bye.